What is up, my ninjas? Shinobi here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the set dungeon for the Shadows Mantle set, the 6-piece set. I'm going to tell you everything that I did to complete it and master the actual set dungeon itself, and all the little tips and tricks in between there. So the first thing I got to show you guys is where to actually get the tome so that you can actually go to the location to do the set dungeon itself. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll get into the rest of the tips. So first off, what you want to do is you want to go to your waypoint here. Now, it doesn't matter the difficulty that you do this stuff on. This is something I gotta definitely stress. Gotta go Leoric's Manor Courtyard. So let's go ahead and teleport to there. Once you're here, go inside of Leoric's Manor. And you're going to go up this way here, so we're just going to continue along. And you don't have to kill any of this stuff here. You can just kind of just run by everything. It's pretty much what I'm going to do. It's just, just run through everything here. And let's just go ahead and get to the area that we got to get to. Just going to keep running through. And this is the room that we need to get to. So here we are. You're going to go ahead and pick up the tome. This is a set dungeon tome. As long as you're wearing the 6-piece for whatever set that is you want to do, then you'll be able to get your tome here. So it's going to give you a little bit of a thing here, which the way was more difficult than we had imagined, but I have placed and opened a portal on the pathway to the heart of the fortress. So this is your little clue as to where the portal is. Now, the rest of the stuff that I'm going to tell you for the rest of this video is going to be spoilery, so if you don't want to know all this stuff, click away from the video now. If you want to figure this stuff out on your own, I think that's actually, I really enjoyed actually figuring all this stuff out, figuring where to go. I didn't look up any guides or anything like that. But if you are having trouble with it and you already know the location and everything, that's what this video is also going to help you with. So let's go ahead and head to the location that you need to do so you can get to the portal, so you can get into the set dungeon itself for the Shadow Mantle set. Alright guys, now here we are in the, you go to Pandemonium Fortress level 2, and this is going to be on your way to Mantle. This is the level 3 area where you're right about to get to Mantle, and here you are. This is your little portal that's going to come up for this. So now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the build and spec and everything like that, and a couple more tips for you as well. And then at the end of the video, I'm actually going to show you the clip of me actually doing it. And funny enough, when I was going through the actual set dungeon thing, I actually forgot to put on my shadow power. Don't make the mistake that I did. I lost it on a lot of movement speed and damage reduction and things like that. So I could have actually done it faster, but I just wasn't thinking. I just wanted to get it done as quick as I could and didn't even think about that. So you are using the 6-piece, obviously. You do need to use that. Now, this is a pretty fresh character here on the PTR for Season 5, and you don't really have to have anything extravagantly, really, really good or anything like that. The main thing that you only care about for this particular setup is having your impale returns 15 hatred if it hits an enemy already impaled. So, having an item like this is pretty nice. This doesn't even have to be ancient, but it's also going to be really good because you're going to get a lot of that hatred back. And then you're going to also want your 6-piece, obviously. Having the Chain of Shadows is nice because after using Impale, Vault costs no resource. So you can use that discipline pretty much as you want. Just Vault, Vault, Impale, Vault, Vault, Impale. Just keep going like crazy. Impale, Impale, over and over again. Now, the rest of the stuff doesn't really matter. The offhand doesn't matter, just using this for plain stats until I figure out a better offhand. The Traveler's Pledge combo here, the Endless Walk, doesn't really even matter as well. You get that damage reduction, which is okay, but not really a big deal. Pretty basic stuff. And then in the cube, all I have for my armor piece is just Cinder Coat, because we are going to go fire here, because running out of resource is going to be the trick, because you don't want to run out of resource. And so let me explain why that is. So we're going to go with Chemical Burn for fire. This doesn't matter at all. You're pretty much not going to be using your Bola. And like I said, I'm going to talk more about that. Preparation Punishment, so we can restore 75 hatred, because all you care about is the hatred, really. Volt Tumble, like I said, with the the belt is going to be really nice. Companion, go to the back companion, so you get that hatred per second, and then also so you can, if you do need some hatred, so you can get your combos off, so you can get your chains off. This and this are both going to be really, really good together. Shadow power doesn't matter which rune you pick, so you're going to be able to have all of them during this. Remember to have your shadow power going. Don't do what I did. Blood vengeance, so when you pick up health globes, you're going to get some more hatred back, which is nice, and some more discipline. Impale, you pretty much just want to be one-shotting things. It's pretty much the whole name of the game there. Steady aim, because you're going to be at range from things. You can do more damage. And awareness isn't really needed. You can maybe even go with like tactical advantage or something like that. It is pretty easy, this set dungeon, as far as the whole, not dying factor. That's pretty much the easiest part of it. The first one that they came out with, so the set dungeons, was actually really, really easy, and I didn't even make a video about it because I did it in my first try, and it was just so easy. This one they actually did make a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and look at what the objectives are that we need to do here. So in order to master this, remember, you got to do everything, and you got to do it in the time limit. So that's what you're shooting for here. You want to master it, because when you master all the set dungeons, you'll be able to get the really cool looking wings. Now if you master the 4 set dungeons for the demon hunter, so you have the shadow mantles and Talias, the unhallowed essence, and the marauders, once you do master all 4 of those, you'll also get a pennant that you'll have for your character, a thing that goes on your back. So let's take a look at, so chain bonus damage impales hits on 15 consecutive enemies 5 times. So what this means is that you're only going to be impaling, and you can't miss either. If you throw an impale and you miss, then you're in trouble. Also, part of the reason why I'm going fire is because of fire, even if you throw the dagger at the guy, it's going to put that burn on him if he blocks it. Now, I don't know if you fail if the monster blocks it, because I have seen that happen, and I'm not sure if that's exactly a big issue, but the fire is also good because you're going to get that resource reduction as well, right? So that's the whole thing behind it. I'm going to show you a quick example of me going through and just kind of following this as well. You want to avoid all arcane damage. There's going to be 2 forms of arcane damage. It's going to come from the big guy that puts down the arcane beams. Then you have the little summoner guys that shoot the arcane balls at you. You don't want to get hit by either of those. If you do, you're going to fail. You got to complete all the objectives, and you got to kill all the monsters. Now there is a little route that I go, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to go through, and I'm just actually going to complete it real quick, and I'm going to skip ahead in the video and then show you kind of the route, so you can kind of see the map itself and where everything is. So let's go ahead and head in real quick, and this is not going to be a run where I'm trying to actually beat it in time. I'm just going to show you what the chaining effect is for this here. So I'm just going to run up, and I'm going to show you me killing a few things here. So we're using fire, remember, and let's just go ahead and go through. So you just want to chain these on there. The chain has started, right? So if you mess up, the chain is lost now, right? So you want to avoid that. So there we go. We're just going to hit these guys up here. Going to kill this guy, and this guy's got to watch out for the arcane here, obviously. And then we just want to vault through when we can. But you want to be a little bit more precise with this in the beginning, because if you're not precise with it and you mess up and maybe left click or whatever, so I just took some damage there from this. Let me go ahead and just kill all these things down here. I'm going to use my bat to get some of my stuff back up. And I lost my chain because I threw it to the wrong guy. So I'm showing you an example of what it looks like. You do have to kind of focus a little bit about it. If I'm sitting here explaining it to you while I'm going, it's a little more difficult. So there we go. So just showing you an example of what this looks like here. There we go. So you can see that we have done it 2 times the consecutive hits. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the rest of this here and show you kind of the layout of the map, and then tell you the route that I go, plus a little bit more tips, and then I'll show you the actual gameplay of me doing it near the end of the video. Alright guys, and we're back, and I went through and actually completed it faster than the first time I went through. Amazing how Shadow Power actually gives you that speed to allow you to do that. So I actually did it faster, and this was the same clip that like in the beginning when I was telling you guys about a little bit of the tips in the beginning there. So, you know, you can actually do it quite a bit faster than even what I just did right there as well by following this strategy. So I'm going to give you a couple tips now on what it is that I did. Now, one thing I forgot to mention before is the Phase Beast monsters, the big brown guys that teleport around. They will actually teleport, so if you throw your dagger, your impale, and then he teleports right as you do that, you're going to miss. And if you miss, you're going to mess out on your getting your chain. So be a little bit patient with those. Maybe let him teleport first and then hit him. That'll help you out as well. So this is kind of the whole layout of the entire thing. So when you start, you're going to come in right over here. And then what I do is I run up this way, and I'm focusing on chaining the entire time until it's run out. And then afterwards, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spend time just clearing the rest of the monsters, because you're going to have quite a few monsters in here. You only got to chain this 15 monsters 5 times, which is much less than 122 monsters total, right? So I'm going to come up here, come through here. I'm going to clear out this area here. Then I'm going to come up this way, come down this way, come down this way, come through this way. You're not going to go back up this way because you're going to lose time. You don't want to backtrack whatsoever. So you're going to come up here, clear this, go up here, go around, come down, maybe clear a few things right in here, just in this little area, come back around, come down here, clear all the things along the way, clear all the things here, clear everything here, and then come back this way, and then your target area where you stop is where I'm standing right now. So that's pretty much where it will all be. You might get to this area and have like 2 or 3 guys left and freak out because he's like, oh no, where is everything? You forgot this little area over here, remember. So down this way, come around this way, come around here, come around, keep coming down, go around this way, come back this way, and boom, you finish right here. So that's one way of doing it without having to backtrack whatsoever. You're always going to be exploring new areas, so you're going to be very efficient in the ways that you're doing it. Now also, a couple things I want to give you tips on as well before we get to the video clip at the end. Now this is kind of a little dark area, so if you're going through and it's going to be kind of hard to see some of the monsters. So what you can do is go into your options and turn your gamma up. Put it all the way up if you want to. That way it's going to brighten the map a little bit. You're going to be able to see things a little bit easier. You're going to have to be on full screen mode in order to do that. This isn't a requirement, but if it helps you out, then there you go. Also on top of that, you might break your chain by using your left click. Even if you take your left click off your bars to begin with, if something's close to you, you're going to auto attack it and you're going to hit it and mess up your chain. So what you want to do is you want to go into your keybinds, come all the way down to something that, you know, a lot of us experienced players have been playing the game for a while now. We've been using this for a while for many things. So I'm just going to show you quickly what it is that you do here. So, alright, so you're just going to scroll on down and you're just going to get to force move and put that on your mouse. I like to put it like right here on my mouse, so that way I can just hold that down and move around. Because if you're going to move around with your left click, right, you might actually click on something by accident, use your bola or whatever skill or no skill you have there, and then you're going to mess up your chain. So if you're just literally holding down this right here, you see that I'm running, and you just run, throw, run, throw, throw. That's it. So that way you don't actually use that skill incorrectly. That's one thing I was kind of afraid of when I first went through the first time, is that the bola, I didn't want to like use my bola by accident, and that's one way you can do that, so you make sure you just don't use that at all. So let's go ahead and get to the video clip of me actually completing the the set dungeon itself. Hope this information was helpful to you guys. Like I said, guys, there's a quick summary. Just need your 6-piece bonus there, going with fire, because we're going to be getting that reduced resource there, making sure you keep up your preparations and your companions, make sure you use shadow power to run through, go the route that I told you, maybe use force move if you need to. You don't necessarily have to. You can increase the lighting if you have to, if you want to be able to see things a little bit easier, and I hope this video was informative to you. Also, make sure you check out my live stream, twitch.tv/Shinobi Live, stream Tuesday through Sunday, links down below. So until my next video or my next live stream, guys, which I will be streaming later on tonight, thanks for all the likes and subscribes and everything like that, and also thanks for watching. So we're gonna go up this way. So far, so good. Okay, let's get the last one here. I'm going to come back and around that way, like we were talking about. Completed. Freaking arcane beam. So we did that one. Just need to not get hit by arcane and kill all the rest of the shit in here. Yeah, my computer is pretty much the same as it has been for the past year or so. Everything's old and... Okay. Just got that last little stretch to do, and then we're good. One minute left. 39 monsters. $20 monsters. Where are they? Up here? Oh, that arcane beam though. Two monsters, one monster. Where is he? Is he over here? He's over here. Gimme. Yes! Yeah! Damn. 3 seconds left, man. They actually made this much harder, which is good. It was really easy before. I did it like in the first try before.